Hello class, it's Mr. Lehman. We're going to go back over lessons 18, 19, and 20, talking about the electrons, and give me some extra help. So if you're listening to this, chances are you need some extra help. So lesson 18 starts out talking about the electrons and where the electrons are found. And we learned some important information about the periodic table and what the periodic table tells us about an element's electrons. So something is found in group 1. It has one outer electron. And remember, outer electrons are called the valence electrons. If something is found in group 2 in the periodic table, it has two valence electrons. We skip over 3 through 12, the transition metals. We skip over to 13. If something's found in group 13, it has three outer electrons. If something is found in group 14, it has four outer electrons. If something is found in group 15, it has five outer electrons. If something is found in group 16, it has six outer electrons. If something is found in group 17, it has seven outer electrons. And if something is found in group 18, it has eight valence electrons. So, what does this mean? Let's start with lithium. Lithium is in group 1. Therefore, lithium has one valence electron. If we want to try to draw the electrons, where the electrons are found, we first need to know how many outer electrons it has. It has one. We also need to know how many total electrons does it have. So remember, lithium starts out as a neutral atom. So we look at the periodic table, and the top number is 3, the bottom number is 7, and so what this tells us, the 3 tells us how many protons it has. And if it's a neutral atom, if it has 3 positive protons, it must also have 3 negative electrons. So we're going to try to figure out where these 3 electrons go. So we want to draw what we call a shell model. Shell model shows the different shells, and it shows where the electrons go. So we learned in class that the first energy level, the first shell, can hold 2 electrons. Lithium starts out with 3. 2 go here in the first. That's the most that can go in the first. The second level can hold up to 8. However, lithium only has 3. One is found here, one is found here, and the third one is found in the outer shell. The second shell is the outer shell, so this is what we call the valence shell. And all the inner shells, in this instance lithium only has one inner shell, all the inner shells are called the core shells. So we have 2 core electrons, and we have 1 valence electron. So this is lithium. Let's take a look at the next one. The next one that has 4 protons is beryllium. Beryllium has 4 protons because its atomic number is 4, and also as a neutral atom it starts out with 4 electrons. 4 plus, 4 minus equals 0, so it's a neutral atom. Where do the electrons go? First 2 electrons fill up the first energy level. It still has 2 electrons left. Those 2 electrons will fill up, or go in the second energy level. It's not filled because it can hold 8. So there's 2 in the first, 2 in the second shell. Once again, the inner shells are the core electrons. There's 2 of them. The outer shell is called the valence electrons, and there's 2 valence electrons. So I'm going to end part 1 right now.